It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift. Hey, lady.
On first down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Bandit. Hey, Zoo. Young lady.
Darnold now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, 53! Hey, both 66! Mike 51! Mike 51! You! Mike!
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Bravo!
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Shalik Calhoun. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go.
He got 29 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground is Michel, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays goes off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Neil Sterling, 78 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check safety, check safety. Check recon, 132-5.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I know you feel that.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
You draw quarters.
A first down throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Protein spill.
To throw is Darnold. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Alpha.
Darnold on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike 51. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 51.
Darnold to throw again. Carrying it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's go.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Darnold. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That's fielded in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Marr now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. Brady now to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, Michelle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Go!
It's just me and you.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Trying to lay one up. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Neil Sterling, 93 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. To throw again on second down. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete into the hands of Myers. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Jets 27, Patriots 21. Steven Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first and 10, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, lady. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Better bring it. Pilot, 64, weak. I'm letting you know. Yo, lady.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught. Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 17-yard line.
Yo, son. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right here, right here.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Hightower dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. Third and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Haywood.
We ain't giving him nothing today. 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brady. Well, that's complete. It's Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They're running it. You go tight. You got tight. You got 72.
To throw again, Brady. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got Sanu. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Quentin Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Brady to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Edelman was the intended target. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I rule